It's no coincidence that we see this symbolism everywhere. When they rebuilt the World Trade Center, instead of 2 towers, what did they build? Yes, 1 tower, which is called One World Trade. If you look at American airline planes, they call themselves One World Alliance. They even put it on their planes. If your eyes are open, you will see the symbolism continuously. The United Nations will not be a conqueror, but the nations of the world will gladly surrender to one body of governance rather than having many world leaders that can provoke war and conflict. The world will denounce the populist ideas of leaders like Donald Trump, and they will unite under a common goal for the world and not place one country above the rest. The United Nations is one part of the complete symbolism of the beast found in Revelation chapter 13 and the 4th beast of Daniel chapter 7. Its authority will be granted by Satan. The world will not just one day move from the old world order to the new world order by surprise. It one day may seem like that, but it does not happen this way. Along with changing the world structure and getting the legal and political authority with acceptance by all nations, they also need the world population to be ready to accept it. This does not happen all at once, but by a slow process of mental transformation. Another major barrier to understanding this coming world government is accounting for the role of the United States. Because the United States is the major world power right now and has been for the last 70 years or so, it's hard for many to come to terms with this coming world government without the United States in control. For many, all they can see is what they have seen for their lifetimes, a world controlled and dominated by the United States. And so it's hard for many to come to terms with a world government run by the United Nations and not the United States. That's also why people love to believe that the Antichrist is from the United States. But this is incomplete thought. This is what bringing in the old world order into the new world order is. In this new world order, no nation will be above another, and no national currency will be above another. All of those ideas are ideals of populism. And in the new world order, there will be no place for populism. Nations prioritizing themselves over the rest of the world.
And yes, together, we will make America great again.
So let's discuss this further. Like I said in that first video, this 4th beast of Daniel chapter 7 and the beast that came out of the sea in Revelation 13 are the same. And like the scripture says, the dragon who we know is Satan gave the beast its authority. And as I concluded, as we understand what is going on in world events, we can clearly discern that this beast is the United Nations. I know that there are many that like to say that the beast is the Roman Catholic Church, but that does not completely fit. The Roman Catholic Church is not fit to devour the whole earth. In Russia, they have a completely different but powerful church. And China as well are not in control by the Vatican. They are not set up to be a world government, and the world will not respect this form of government, especially with the scandals of sexual abuse that still plagues them. Yes, we cannot ignore and deny that there are still many that do believe in and trust the Roman Catholic Church, but there are also many that do not. The Roman Catholic Church, being the beast and the Antichrist, comes from the Protestant Reformation. For many people who were strong Donald Trump advocates and believe he was actually slowing down the New World Order, they also do not understand this complete agenda. Because while Donald Trump is said to be many things and against many things, when he was in office, one thing he was not against was the Sustainable Development Goals. He pulled out of many different agreements within the world, but he is still on board with the Sustainable Development Goals, and he actively participated in this United Nations global governance structure. It's because he's a part of it. The point is that all of this is about a world government that has already been manifested, but not fully come into full reality for the masses. And it will not happen until the old order is done away with. The next major crisis of this world will spur a world government and its world leader. And the unfortunate reality is that the majority of the world is just simmering, waiting for the world's elite next step to be brought to the light. The majority is just waiting for change and a new leader that does not come from the United States. And this will all come from the beast coming into power.